Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So we're going to be playing with the Viseart Petits for Water Lotus. This is what it looks like. Again, it is cute packaging. And you open it up and these are the colors. Now, I was quite mad yesterday with the palette. Not because of the formula, though. I need to stress that. The formula in these are really good. The repetitive is kind of where, and repetitive not only in the brand, but just in general. Now, this here is a little bit different. It's not my color story, but it is different in the fact that it's not my color story. So for my collection, this is different. We're going to go into this first shade, this one right here, this light shade. But once again, I'm left with the same thought as yesterday. Okay, the first shade I used in yesterday's palette, like this one, is barely noticeable. Now, this one is a little bit more noticeable because it's, my skin's not green. So, for me, it sticks out a little bit more. But even at that, it's still very unnoticeable. However, with this said, the next shade is a little bit more on the darker side to where you may need this shade to blend it, unlike the first palette, I think. But again, I don't necessarily know if these lighter shades are needed in these palettes. I don't know. Now this one does build up, and like I said, because it's a little bit green in the undertone, obviously, in the tone of it, you can see it coming, a little bit from my skin tone. Where the other one, it was pretty much skin toned for me. I don't know. I give this one credit because it's different as far as what's in my collection, and, but that's because, I don't really play with these kind of shades. So with that said, is it different though? If this was my color story, are there palettes out there that are like this? And I kind of think there would be if I gravitate towards this. But if it's color you're looking for, but not necessarily like you need a lot of it, this might be a palette for you. It gives you a little bit of a color. It's a monochromatic. It's gonna all these shades go nicely together. We're going to go into this shade right here, the darker shade now. The formula is easy to work with. Y'all, my nose, my allergies are really giving me a run for my money. My cats have been in my room again because I hate shutting the door at night, but they lay on me and then their cat hair is all over me. And then the next morning, I'm waking up in a fit of sinuses, sneezing, snuffy nose, runny nose. Like, it's just, I can't win with them. But I feel bad for shutting them out at night at the same time. Granted, they can go sleep with my children, but they want to be in here with us. But the older I get, the more I'm like, I think I'm allergic to cats. But you can see, like, again, though, this shade's not going to go too dark. This is about as dark as it gets right here. Now, I do have it blended out a little better on this side. And again, this is not a shade that I'm comfortable really wearing, to be honest. Even though I do think that it's a very pretty look. It's just not a shade that I'm comfortable in, So the only reason I would say this palette is unique is because of the color story. But if this is I feel like if this is a color you gravitate to, you're going to have this color story 10 times over. You know what I mean? Because it still is kind of basic colors in a way for this color. I'm going to take that darker shade and run it along the lower lash line. But for me, I got a feeling this is the only palette really that's going to stand out. And again, because of the color story. And again, not saying the formula is bad. I mean, very rarely do I not like Viseart's formula. And just like yesterday, I think the look overall came out very pretty. You know, for what it was a beautiful look. It's just the question of for what it was. But again, if you're looking for a quick look, I mean, I guess these palettes do give that to you. It's pretty much self-explanatory, easy to use. It's just, I don't know if you necessarily need to buy these to you know, get that look, considering you probably have these shades in your collection. In which case, you could probably pop them out of whatever palette they're in and create your own 4-pan and save money. Just saying. We're going to go into this darker shade right here, and we're going to put it all over the lid. Now this color, I don't want to say it's, again, it is unique for my collection, but it's not really unique in general. It is sort of like a green, yellow, gold type situation. It is very pretty. I do actually like this shade a lot. And it is a colorful, again, this is a colorful look, but it is on the more wearable side because it isn't so deep and dark. Because as you probably know, green definitely is not my color at all. I'm not a big green person. Or blue. But this is more green, even though it's called the water Lotus, I believe. Yeah. It's definitely more of a green aqua type color. But that's I could give credit where credit's due. This is a very pretty color. Right there. And then the last shade we're going to use for the inner corner. Just going to pick it up. We're going to pop it right in the inner corner, like so. I mean, even that's a pretty, to go with the look, that's a pretty inner corner. But like I said yesterday, the look I created yesterday was really pretty too. I won't take away from it. It's nothing unusual, color story or anything like that, but it still created a pretty look nonetheless. I think I need to darken that up a little bit. Like, they're not patchy or anything like that, these shades. They blend beautifully. They build beautifully on top of each other. They blend beautifully between the shades. But I feel like the only reason this one is any kind of uniqueness to it and somewhat different to me is because it's not a color story that I have a lot of. We're going to use the YSL for the top lashes. And I didn't spray the brush or anything. I did go in with a light hand when applying the shimmer metallic shades, whatever you want to call them. I didn't get really any fallout with them. But if you spray the brush, obviously you don't have to worry about it. I mean, I guess if these are color stories that you do not have and that you like, and that you're, just want that quick monochromatic type of look, maybe these are for you. Or if you don't have anything from Viseart and you're wanting to give it a whirl, maybe these are for you. But for me, the first one I have it, it's beautiful. I love it. It's a color story I do like, but it's a color story I already have, so not revolutionary. This one is a little different because it's not a color story I have, and it's not a color story I'd wear a lot of, so if I was in the mood for it, this would pretty much give me what I'm looking for if I'm in the mood. Just a little bit of whatever color, a little bit of a greenish color. Easy to use, not too much, not too little either. You can see the colors. For the waterline, I used Icebreaker from ColourPop. For the lower lash line, I'm going to use the Lancome. And we're done. Like, quick and easy, these palettes are. I would say they're travel friendly. They store easily. Like, they've got all that. Packaging is pretty. They are magnetic. You can pop them out if you have other palettes you want to switch interchangeably with or something, colors or something. There's definitely pros and cons. It's just, I've come to really like Viseart, and I think I've come to expect a lot from them, to be honest. And maybe that's an expectation that just I shouldn't have, maybe. I don't know. But overall, you can see the look. It is pretty. I won't take it away. It was very quick. It was very easy to use. It's just, is it worth it? Do you need it? Those are questions you're going to have to ask yourself and answer. I can't help you there. All I can do is show you how it performed. So I hope this video helped in some way. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all of that where you're notified when I upload. I do upload every day but Sunday, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.